Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I wanted to hop on this morning. I have a lot going on today. Today at noon, around noon, 12:15, I will be interviewing a man who has created an amazing Facebook group. It's called the Be Encouraged group, and I think there are over 40,000 members in there, and it's all about being positive, and amazing stuff happens in there. And so he's coming on at 12, and then tonight at 6 I have a friend coming on, and her daughter, when she was in 7th grade, I believe, was assaulted. And of course that's awful, and nobody would want that for anybody, but it happened. And so through it, she made decisions, the mom, and so she's going to share that. And so I know before I've had people comment, and I've even thought myself, when I always say there's good in every situation, there's a gift in every problem, look for the gift. And sometimes there's situations, and I know it could cause people to think there's no way, like there's no way, and I get that. So she's going to speak to that a little bit about what happened with her daughter and how they handled it after. And it's an amazing story, quite an amazing story. So she's coming on at 6. So there's lots going on, but I wanted to hop on here right now to get the day started. Hey, Reggie, to get the day started right. Hold on. So did y'all see that when I took a drink in my other live, that's what it captured and that's what it shows? So that's wonderful. Maybe I'll do it again. Okay, so today is National Superhero Day. But the amazing thing about that is 3 years ago today was my son's service. And so some people call it Celebration of Life. So the amazing thing about that is, before that day, I did not know there was a National Superheroes Day. And I didn't know, thank you, Reggie. Good morning. Yeah, so I didn't know that day. So here's how it kind of went. So Colson, always wanted to be a superhero. Always. And from when he was 2 and 3, he'd be praying, he'd be, God, please let me be a superhero. And I remember thinking then and saying to him, I said, Colson, you already are, and you don't even realize it. And he always had a superhero shirt, socks, any kind of paraphernalia on. His room is completely filled up with superhero posters, trinkets, figurines, I don't know what you call it. Like, everything in there has to do with superheroes or wrestling, and he loved both. And I have this funny story, and I'm going to tell it because I'm going to post a picture in a minute. I don't have the picture here, but I'm going to post a picture of it. So we went to Disney when the boys were about, I think they were 5, 6, and 7. And so we are we're getting in the car, and we're going to head to the airport and go fly to Orlando to go to Disney. And so it's about time to get in, and I have these 3 young ones and the luggage that goes with that, and I'm all packed, and we're getting in the car, and Colson says, wait a minute. And he brings out the boxes that you used to get for shirts. Like if you went and bought a shirt at the store and they'd give you a box, it unfolds and you unfold it and then it folds back. Well, so Colson brought this box. It was huge. It wasn't the normal shirt size. Like it was huge. Like 2 feet, I guess, by 1 foot, I guess. And he comes bringing this box. So it had the top and it had the bottom. And then in between was Buzz Lightyear costume, Spider-Man costume, Superman costume, Green Lantern costume. I don't even know it all. And it was so fun. The box didn't close. The box didn't even sort of touch the other side of the box, but he had it like a sandwich. He goes, here's all my stuff that I want to bring to pack. And so I had full suitcases, right? Hey, Sandy. Thanks for hopping on. So I already had all the suitcases packed, right? Bulging. And here Colson comes with all his superhero costumes ready to go. And so, you know, of course, I'm stuffing all these costumes in everywhere I can. And so we got to Disney and he would say, where are we going? And so I know one night I said, we're going to Magic Kingdom, Magic Kingdom. And so he went and he got his Buzz Lightyear costume. And I mean, from head to toe, he was Buzz Lightyear. And he wore that costume around. And we went on the Buzz Lightyear ride, and everywhere else we went on every other ride there was. We didn't miss anything. And so then he'd say, "Where are we going the next day?" And I'd say, "Universal or whatever." And he went and got his Spider-Man costume from head to toe. He didn't just have the mask. No, he had the real deal. And so he put the Spider-Man on. And what was funny about that is when we walked into the park, like, you know, you're walking in, we'd get through the doors and there is Spider-Man. And it was, Colson had the costume on just like he did. And so we have a picture and I'll post that. And so anyway, he had a costume, wherever we were going, he had a costume that fit the occasion. And, he always had a costume, like even here. He used to be Tarzan way back, and I think I've told that story on here, but when he was Tarzan, he was 100% Tarzan. He was Tarzan, I was Jane. He called me Jane. And if you have, I've told that story, I think I've told it on here, but he called me Jane. And so Cameron, my middle son, one day, he said, Mom. And Colson said to him, she is not Mom, she is Jane. And Cameron said, well, she may be Jane to you, but she is my mama. And she's Mom to me. And so anyway, whatever Colson was, he did it all out. And so, anyway, always, if you see a picture of Colson, there's a 90-something% chance it was a superhero something. And if he didn't have it on his shirt, he probably had it on his socks or his pants or pajamas and stuff, everything. And so when he left on April 25th, we all gathered to plan his service, and we all decided to wear superhero paraphernalia. And for everybody who came to wear superhero shirt or whatever they chose. But so it wasn't your traditional wear your suit and your best dress, and it was wear your superhero shirt. And so there's a guy named, good morning, Amy. Hey, thank you for watching. There's a guy in town, and if you're watching and you live in town and you know Mike McCoy, I saw him yesterday, and I couldn't stop to say hey and to tell him this memory, but Mike McCoy had a shirt made that said, Colson is the real superhero. And so that was so special. And so he had that, and maybe somebody can find that and post the picture of that. And so anyway, and then Jimmy Hall, who my sons and I, we worked for, all three of us worked for Jimmy at the ballpark, and we worked at his restaurant, and we helped him cater. And so Jimmy and his family are just like family. Jimmy and his family are like our family. We spent a lot of time together in those days. And so Jimmy spoke at Colson's service. And so I know Jimmy went completely out of his comfort zone, but he was in his suit and tie, and got up and spoke. And at the end, he undid his tie, and he undid his shirt, unbuttoned it, and he had a shirt, and it said, "Colson is the real superhero," or "Colson is my superhero." I can't remember exactly. If somebody has a picture of that, please post it. And so, anyway, so we had a service. We were all in our superhero attire, and we get to the cemetery, and his pediatrician, who also spoke at his service, she came and she said, "Did you know that it's National Superhero Day?" And of course I had no idea. I didn't know there were national days, and I didn't know there was a superhero day, and that very day was National Superhero Day. And here we all are with our superhero shirts and attire, and celebrating Colson and his life. And it was National Superhero Day. So there's nothing right about losing a child, but something about that made it okayer. It was like, wow, like that's amazing. And so that's why I'm hopping on here early this morning to tell that Colson was my superhero. And I was reading about National Superhero Day, and it said many of the superheroes that we think of wear the capes, and they fly around and they save the day. And so it is a day that you can celebrate all your superheroes that you watch in the movies, and maybe watch a few movies. But it also said to celebrate the heroes that we know that are in your life. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do, is celebrate the heroes you know in your life, and tell them what they mean to you and how special they are. There was a quote here. It says, "Heroes are ordinary people who make themselves extraordinary." And that was Gerard Way. I don't know if you know him. I didn't know him. He's a singer-songwriter. And so it says also that our real-life superheroes may not have superpowers or wear capes. However, just like the fictional characters, they are looked up to, and they do, dedicate their lives to helping others, serving others. And so I want you to acknowledge your superhero today. Message them, tell them, reach out and say, "Hey, I know you all hear it, but you never know that you'll have tomorrow to tell them." And so I encourage you to reach out today to your real life, living and breathing, that you can reach out to and touch superhero. So Colson was my superhero, and he was a few other people's too. I saw Clyde Stanley, who was Colson's karate instructor, and he, just the other day, a couple days ago, said that Colson taught him a lot more than he taught Colson. And so, Colson loved Clyde Stanley, and he always wanted to be up at the dojo as much as he could, and he was there every day that I think it was open a lot of the time. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to post the picture of Colson, and my other sons were there also. Colson's the one in the Spider-Man, which is precious. So, but when I post that, or down below, comment who is your superhero. Just call out their name, say hey, call them and tell them thanks, or what they mean to you, what you think about them. I say it all the time, but I don't know that you could tell somebody you appreciate them or what you love about them and they get upset with you. I don't think it's possible. And who out there doesn't want to hear a thanks or a compliment? So, that's what I want to say this morning. So at 12 o'clock, an amazing man, Frank Sinclair, is going to be here and tell about how he has a Facebook group that has grown to, pretty sure it reached 40,000, close to 40,000 or over 40,000. And tonight, my friend Barbara, whose daughter was assaulted, and she's going to tell how she maneuvered that and her thoughts on it now. So, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. I love that y'all are going on this journey with me, and I'm so thankful for y'all, and that I get to tell my stories, and that you listen, and I hope it touches you in some way. And so, y'all have a great day. Hope to see y'all at noon, and then again at 6. Bye.